I'm George Ormanda, your Marketing Director.
And I'm Kelsey McLean, your Internal Coordinator. Welcome to the first episode of the newly revamped ASC News.
Thanks for tuning in. Alumni Scholars Club has a lot of activities for you to enjoy this quarter, so tune in every 2 weeks with the bi-weekly emails to catch up on what's new in ASC. We'll begin with our broadcast with some general announcements.
SAA is hosting an entertainment networking night on April 21st from 7 to 9 p.m. in Ackerman Grand Ballroom. If you're interested in pursuing a career in the entertainment industry, then this event is for you. Stop by to meet with representatives from some of the industry's top companies to find where you could find yourself in the future.
Don't forget that the service hour deadline for ASC is this May 23rd. Make sure that you log your 30 hours online by the deadline in order to renew your scholarship for next year. If you've already logged your hours, make sure that you verify that they have all been approved. And remember that Los Angeles Community Service requires that a verification letter be submitted to your ASC advisor in order to be processed.
And for those of you looking for spring quarter service hours, we have plenty of upcoming events to look forward to.
Tomorrow on April 2nd from 10:30 to 2, come on down to the IM Field for I'm Going to College, IGTC, hosted for the UCLA's track and field team. Spend some quality time with enthusiastic kids, give campus tours, teach some 8th class, and get a free shirt and pizza.
And if you're looking to get involved in ASC's 2011 state finals, come to the decorating parties on the 4th, 14th, and the 15th to help the Outreach Committee transform JWAC into Mount Olympus.
But if you really want to take advantage of this beautiful weather, head on over to Santa Monica with UCLA's Student Alumni Association with Save the Shore Beach Cleanup from 9 to 1 on April 9th. It's a great way to help the environment, and transportation will be provided.
Lastly, we have Bruin Day, also on April 9th, where you can help all the newly admitted high school future Bruins with questions about campus, academics, and everything UCLA. There are 4 3 to 4 hour shifts throughout the day, and you get a free shirt for your work.
And remember, all of these events count towards your ASC service opportunities, so start racking up those hours. Spring Quarterly was this past Thursday. Alumni scholars dressed in PJs and spent a cereal-themed night learning about all of the exciting things ASC has to offer this quarter. Alumni scholars were also informed of e-board applications, which are now available on the homepage of our website. Spring Quarter events are now available on the website as well.
Spring Quarterly was definitely a great time. Now we'll move into this week's Alumni Spotlight featuring Professor Hovhannissian, who was voted to be the guest speaker for this year's My Last Lecture Award.
Dr. Hovhannissian is in the History Department under the Armenian Studies. His speech will reflect on half a century of teaching at UCLA, with emphasis on the meaning and introducing and developing the Armenian Studies program. He will discuss issues of identity, acculturation, attainment. The professor will share what he has learned from his students and how he has strived for the highest standards of teaching and scholarship while keeping to moral and ethical standards.
The event is to be held on April 18th in Moore 100 at 6:30. UCLA students get in for free with the available ticket with their Bruin card at CTO. There will also be a reception in JWAC afterwards, exclusively for alumni, patrons, and alumni scholars.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Professor Hovhannissian is going to say. He has definitely had a great impact on UCLA students in his long history here. Speaking of UCLA history, pay attention to what's affecting UCLA right now with campus news.
If you've ever taken a tour here at UCLA, you may remember your guide mentioning the high national ranking of UCLA's Ronald Reagan Medical Center. This year, the Medical Center was officially ranked #1 out of 138 hospitals in the Los Angeles metropolitan area by U.S. News and World Report. Based on the hospital's expertise in various specialties, this ranking is a high honor for the hospital, which holds national standing in 15 of the 18 specialties considered in this ranking.
Also, California budget cuts have students across the state worried about tuition increases as the defunding of some of the university's most important programs. UCLA students can expect an 8% increase in tuition next year and cutting of several on-campus residential tutoring programs. But Chancellor Block and the administration are working to provide other extra education opportunities, and in anticipation of the cuts have built cash reserves to make the losses less drastic and widespread.
Those tuition increases are going to be brutal.
Yes, they are, but good thing we have our ASC alumni scholarships to help us out with those hard times.
Definitely, but on a sunnier, brighter, and less rainy note, let's see what you have for us in this week's weather report.
Hey everyone, your Week 2 weather forecast is brought to you by weatherchannel.com. The past couple days have been beautiful with temperatures in the high 80s. However, we will see a cooling trend in Week 2. Temperatures will be mild in the lower 70s at the beginning of the week and cool to mid-60s by Thursday. Thursday night showers are to be expected, but following that, there should be a warming trend that takes us back into the mid-70s for the weekend.
Thanks, George. Spring quarter really started off right with this beautiful weather. Doesn't it make you glad to go to school in Southern California?
Oh boy, you know what? You couldn't even pay me to go to Harvard right now. So save the date for all of these amazing ASC events and feel free to head over to Sunset Rec or hit up Venice or Santa Monica and hit up that sun.
Until next time, thanks for watching and stay classy, Bruins.